The manual focus loupe is quite a handy tool which gives you a magnifier to better see when you turn focus on. In Tools, go to the suitcase and turn on manual focus loupe. You can also select whether the magnifier is set to small or large on the screen. Now when we hit the focus slider, it also brings up the focus magnifier. So now place the magnifier on what you want to focus on. Then use the slider to focus that area, like these palm trees for example. This gives you a larger image, so it makes it easier for you to see what's in focus in that area. Another use is to check to see if you're in focus. We're in autofocus continuous mode. Let's tap on the vase nearest to us. Now hit the focus slider. This also brings up the magnifier and we see we're actually in focus on the vase. But the normal way to use it is hit focus and move the magnifier to the spot where you want to focus on, like this fence. Now move the manual focus slider until we see that the fence is in focus in the magnifier. And you can move this around the scene and set up your focus on the point of interest that you're going to film next. Let's turn the focus loupe off for now and move on to the next lesson. Next, we have a tool function that allows you to have a feature that's called pulling or racking focus. And this is used in movies all the time. Here we see James Bond in Casino Royale realizing he's been poisoned, and that's emphasized by the camera first focusing on Bond, then pulling the focus to the poisoned drink, and then focusing back to Bond. It makes us understand that the drink was poisoned and he realizes it. In Settings, under the suitcase, scroll down to Focus Presets. We have 3 preset positions, A, B, and C. Click A first and the slider will turn green. Move the slider until the vase shows that it's in focus. We also have focus peaking on so it's easy to see. Now if we hit B, we see that the slider turns orange. Let's move the slider until the fence is in focus. Now let's press C and we see the slider is now blue. So let's adjust the slider to get the trees in the background into focus. When we're ready, we can hit record and then select A. The focus will now move to the vase. Then we select B, then press C, which is the area by the trees. Then we could pull focus back to A, then back to C. Let's try to add some other tools, making our focus pulls a little bit easier for us. Under the suitcase settings again, with focus presets on, also turn on manual focus loupe. So now when we hit focus, we get the magnifier. Use the slider to get this vase into focus. Once in focus, just press the green letter A. So this will be the A position. Hit focus 2 times. Then move the magnifier to the boat. Use the slider to get the boat in focus. And now press the orange B to set position B. Press focus twice again. Then move the magnifier to the trees in the background and use the slider again to focus the trees. Then hit the blue C to set point C. Now press record. Then hit A, which will focus on the vase. Hit B, which will pull focus to the boat. Then press C, and that'll do another focus pull to the trees. Let's go back to A, back to B, and then to C. Once you're done, stop recording. So under settings, you're also able to control the speed of the transition. So you can move the slider back and forth from the rabbit to the tortoise, again for fast or slow. Or you can go from 0.3, which is very fast between each point. It defaults to 1 second, or very slow at 5 seconds. So you can control the amount of focus pull and how fast it goes from one point to the other. And there you have it, a few ways to rack focus in your videos. This works well when going between a person to another person, or an object to another object in front or behind them, which can draw attention from one person to another, or one person to an object, to help emphasize your storytelling, as we saw in the Bond clip. Alright, let's move on to the next lesson.